Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Averages 3D. I'm your host, Fergie. Today we're looking at our maker box. Sorry it was late, but had to go on a business trip, so just got back. So let's see what's in the box. Well, you always have your coupons, of course, for the t-shirt. And this is from Feel Alpha. It's a discount on their PLA. Got a couple stickers here. The first is from Protopasa. It says stop and smell the filament. And last but not least, which is my favorite, here is a sticker from Herb. I went to Murph, Midwest Rip Wrap. This is from the East Coast Rip Wrap. Glad I got one of these. I can add it to my collection. And candy of the day, Airheads. Everybody's favorite Airheads. So let's get to the PLA. Now there's a couple different ones here. The first one I'm going to show you is the standard PLA. Alright, this is a PLA where they include 50% more PLA. So this is from ISee 3D standard PLA. Now the thing I like about this PLA is the color. Take a look at this color. It's orange. Let me go show you what this looks like in the print. As you know, I always put prints together. So here is the orange in a little lizard. There's one. And there's two. So this orange, really great. Layers, adhesion is really good. The color's great. I printed it at 210, 40 degree bed. This was on CR10 with 10% infill. Nothing fancy. It looks like some pretty nice PLA. Printed really smoothly. No problems. And man, is that color amazing. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Move it back here. Here. Okay, so the next one we're looking at is from Protopasa. It is, there we go, ISee PLA V2 teal. Now this is not just regular teal. Oh no. This is their mermaid sparkle teal. So it has little sparkles in it. Look at the colors in this. The colors in this is amazing. I can't believe how deep the color is. Let me pull one up for you here. When I first saw it in the box, it's like, that is the deepest color I've ever had. Here's some regular PLA in a dark blue, and you can tell that the teal is so much more saturated. It's a beautiful color. Definitely recommend this teal if you want to do a really great project. This is the way to go. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Hold on here. There we go. Okay, so next we have, this is from Feel Alpha. They gave us the coupon. It's called Gravlin. This is very unique. Take a look at this. This is something that is like black PLA infused with graphite, like a lead pencil or a chalkboard. So the colors on this are amazing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the color here. This is such a deep black with the infusion of graphite that it almost like absorbs the colors. It almost absorbs all the other light around it. You can see this PLA, but it's not very shiny. It's more of a matte finish. The adhesion is great on the back. Look at that. You can't even see the lines on the base. Really great to use. This is printed like PLA. All three of the ones I've just shown you, I printed at 210 with a 40 degree bed. No problem at all. Nothing fancy. Just print out like regular PLA would. And it came out great. Highly recommend this stuff. It's really good. Really great effect. It's like having carbon fiber without having to print carbon fiber, if you know what I mean. With all the special beds and stuff like that, you can just print it up. Okay, let's see what's next here. The last but not least, this is by Form Futura. This is called the Apollo X. This is industrial strength prototyping PLA. Now we're not messing around with this. this has to be printed between 235 and 255, and it has to go 80 to 90 on the bed, and you got to slow it down at least 25 to 50% to get it to print. Now when I read all that, I'm like, oh my gosh, this may not work. I just have a poor CR10. Getting it up to like 80 is really a chore for my poor printer. In fact, I started at 70 and then I let it creep up to 80 as I put down the base layer, which worked, but I thought it was going to be a mess. I've had problems with PETG sticking. This stuff printed just like PLA at high temperatures. It was incredible. I didn't have a single problem. I didn't really have to look at it. There was no lifting, no warping, no bending, no discoloration. There's no beading. There's no threading. It's got a great finish to it. A very dull finish with almost like a chalky finish. You can feel how dull it is as you ran your finger across it. There's no layers on the back. Hardly see any layers on the top. As far as prototyping goes, this stuff, I can see why they use it, because it doesn't look like it's going to break off anytime soon. So this was a lot of fun to print. You got to go super high on it. I started at 240. It started to bind up in the extruder motor. I heard the clicking of death. So I cranked it up quickly to 255. Once I got it to 255, printed like butter. It was fantastic. So I recommend this as well because it came out really good. Okay, so we got them all together. Now one more thing I want to mention about the Protopasa. One benefit that I didn't mention, this can be annealed. Now annealed is a process of taking a finished product, sticking it in the oven at 70 degrees C for just a couple seconds, allowing it to just melt, and as it hardens, it will crystallize. So as it heats up, it actually crystallizes and makes it more temperature resistant at higher temperatures. Not many plastics can do that without warping or just basically melting in place, completely disfigured. This will do it. Another added benefit to the Protopasa. Now, as you know, every time that I print something out, I like to make it part of a whole. So I want all the different textures and filaments to make one thing. So let's see what we made as far as the one thing goes. Now, if you know anything about MC Escher, he likes to do drawings where interlocking pieces all connect together, and that's what I've done today. Take a look at this. There we go. As you can see, all the prints I showed you all connect together into one solid piece. Pretty cool, huh? I'll get a link for this. The other thing I've been doing with this, because they only take 10 minutes to print something like that out, is I'm going to start including the print in the bag. I have a lot of bags of filament samples. I'm not sure what they all do or what they look like. I'm going to start adding one of these to each one of those so I can just pull it out and look at it, because it does have a really good flat spot on the bottom, so I can see what it looks like on the bottom flat for the base, and it's plenty of texture on top to see how the layers are going to hold together. Well, that takes care of another episode of Average Joe's 3D. As always, if you have any comments, put them below, and subscribe so we can grow the channel. You guys have a great day.